special. I should have worn a cartoon shirt. I realize that now. I didn't think about that, but welcome. We love doing these specials. This is the Julie and Megan Saturday morning special because Megan is such a big part of these. She just creates the most amazing items, and then I get to show them off on these Saturday morning specials. So it's so much fun. I see Rosetta is here. Hello. And Rochelle and Laura and Rita. Hello there. And Monica in Rhode Island. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me on this Saturday morning. It is 8 a.m. Pacific time. I'm on the West Coast, so it's almost lunchtime for those on the East Coast, but hopefully this is a good time. You might have just heard that. That's Twix in the background. Hello, Christy and Helene. Good morning. And of course, Megan's here helping us in the background. Someday we will figure out how we can see Megan and myself at the same time. That would be super fun. But know that Megan is there in the background helping. Hello, Lisa and Janet and Hannah and Chris. Judy. Oh, hello, Linda in Boston. Good morning. Debbie, Valerie, Moni, hello there. I missed a couple people. I'm so sorry. Hello, Lana and Kara and Ann B and Jerry. Oh, Gail, good morning from Sacramento. I bet you're hot today. We're going to be another hot one here. I think it's just that time of year. My husband's over in Connecticut right now, so I'm kind of hearing how things are everywhere. Hello, Pam and Denise. Good morning from Florida. Hazel in Massachusetts. Hello there. All right, so today is pearl knotting. This has been a request for a while. I love it. I have not done it for a long time. I used to do a lot of pearl knotting, and I had kind of gotten away from it until I was prepping to do this special. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to prep up and I'm going to make a bracelet. And I forgot how much I liked it, and I forgot how easy it was. So I made this bracelet here as pearl knotting. So if you can kind of see, there's a little individual knot between each pearl. And as we were talking, when we were talking about this upcoming show, I think it was on Wednesday's live, someone asked, well, what's the point of pearl knotting? What was like the history of it? And from what I understand is, if you were, say you were an Edwardian lady or a Victorian lady and you had these precious pearls and they were very expensive or a family heirloom, you would knot between each one of them. So if you ever had a break, you'd only lose one pearl because all the others would remain. So if you think of like a strung necklace, if that breaks, all your beads come off, right? But if you've got these knots between each individual pearl, then they're going to all stay on the strand except for that one that you might lose. So I believe that's the history. That's what I've heard. And I love it. Rosetta's saying an age-old technique. I felt like back in time as I was doing this. I'm the person who loves to do like crochet, gardening, all those like hobbies that have been around for, generations and generations. And so when I was here pearl knotting, I was like, oh, this is perfect for me because this feels just so authentic. It just feels so great. So we're going to do pearl knotting today. We will make a whole bracelet. So you'll see how to start it, how to finish it. And I'm going to show you two finishing techniques. One is the finishing technique that you can do with these great kits that Megan put together. She put together these pearl knotting kits in all these beautiful colorways. So we will pick a colorway to do. So we'll get to pick our color. And this is using wire guards. And I'll show it up close. This is what this has on it, a wire guard. And then there's also something called a clamshell. And I want to definitely show you how to use the clamshell knot cover as well. So you'll see two different ways to finish your pearl knotting strands, and then the technique is the same for the actual knotting. So it'll be a lot of fun. And I see so many friends joined us. Hello there, Karen, good morning. And Lana, hello. Gina, and then Tracy, hello there. And I see Santa Barbara girl and Millie and Ruth Alice, hello there. Oh my goodness, Mary Dreyer is here. Hello there. Tina, Nancy, Diane, Pam, Denise. Hello everybody. Good morning. Oh, I just saw Jerry's in Laguna Hills. You're not far from me. Okay, so we are going to do pearl knotting. So that is a big part of what we're going to do today. And then, because Megan is amazing, she sent me this giant box of new bead soup mixes. and we're having a buy one, get one free sale on bead soups right now. You know, we always do something really special around these Saturday specials. So we are having a buy one, get one free on bead soups, which is awesome, including the new ones that are in this box. So we'll do the pearl knotting. We'll talk about it. You'll definitely know how to do pearl knotting. We'll make a whole bracelet. And then we're gonna open up this, because I peeked and then I stopped. And then I was like, no, we're gonna do this together. So that will be fun. And as Megan just pointed out, the new ones are also on sale, which doesn't usually happen. So the new ones are also included in the buy one, get one free mix. All right, so we're gonna do that. There's so much to cover. This is why we love Saturdays, because we're not really limited with like a time constraint. Okay, so we're gonna do pearl knotting. We're gonna do the bead soup mixes. We're gonna do 4 giveaways. So I've got 4 giveaways planned. You have to be here on Artbeads to participate. We just can't see your comments if you are over on one of the other platforms like YouTube or Facebook. So if you're over there, hop on over to Artbeads, because the way our giveaways work is I will ask a question. First person who puts a comment with the correct answer into the comment section here on Artbeads, because we can see it on Artbeads, will win the giveaway. So we're going to do that 4 times, so that will be fun. There's also a free gift with all purchases over $59. It's a pretty little bead mix. I don't have a sample, but it's really pretty. And it's a 20-gram bead mix, and that's a free gift. And then, if that's not enough, we have a sneak peek at this new really beautiful plier set that we're only taking pre-orders on because it's so brand new. It's not here in the US yet, but I do want to sneak peek it for you. So that's another fun thing that I was sent. So we'll go through all of that. And Megan's saying she forgot to send me a sample of the free gift, but I did look on the website and it was really pretty. All right. I think we're ready to begin. I'm gonna flip my camera down. If you have any questions, put them here in the comments. I'll try to answer. Megan will, the community will. It is Saturday, yay, it's the weekend. If you wanna see what's on my table, there's that shopping bag icon. You can just click on that. It's a gallery of everything. And then you can also add it to your cart. You can do all that good stuff there. There's the heart if you like what you see, the share, and then you can always go back and rewatch. So if you want to try your hand at pearl knotting and you want to be able to have a step-by-step tutorial, maybe share this video to yourself using that little arrow button, or just know that this will always be saved and archived so you can do it along with me once you get your supplies. All right, let's flip the camera down and let's see all of our goodies. Oh, good morning, Miss and Yvette. Hello there. So, oh my gosh, see, look at all this. There's so much on my table today. All right, let's see where to begin. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I have to pull it back, my hair back now, though, because I will not be able to see what I'm doing. But thank you. Oh, okay. Camera behave. I'm going to try to adjust the lighting a little bit. Okay, so there's a lot happening on my table. So I'm going to try to sort it out here with everyone. So let's just start by looking at what we're really going to be working on today. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working on. And you can see there's little knots between each, right? So this is a 6mm pearl. And this is the finishing technique. It uses wire guards, a jump ring, and a lobster. And you can see that on both sides. And then we've got all the little knots. And this actually feels so nice. If you've ever held a strand of knotted pearls, there is something very satisfying, soothing about feeling each little pearl and just how it rests with these little knots. It's so flexible. It's just really nice. So we are going to make a bracelet just like this today, and we will make it in its entirety so that you can see the finishing technique to start it and finish it, and then all the knotting in between. And then the kit itself, each one of these kits, I'm going to just open one right here, and then I want to show the giveaways and some of the other stuff too. So each kit, which is great. I know, Linda, it is different using the wire guards instead of the bead caps, but I'm going to show how to use the bead caps too. Okay, so each kit comes with enough pearls. So yours might be on a strand or loose, but it comes with so many pearls, enough pearls to make a bracelet, a 7.5-inch bracelet, and a 20-inch necklace. So each kit lets you make a bracelet and a necklace. So like here, I used one strand. This particular kit came with 5 strands of these pearls, and I used one strand to make the bracelet, and I had all these pearls left over still to make the necklace. So, and then it comes with a nice coordinating cord, and these all use Griffin silk. And you'll see why that's important. It's because they've got that needle on it. It's also a very traditional method. So to be using a nice natural silk cord is going to be what you're going to want to do with your bead knotting or your pearl knotting, size 4. The card has enough. I wanted to show you, this was my leftover from after I made the bracelet. The card has enough to do the bracelet and the necklace. So you get the supplies for both. And then you get all the findings. So you get the jump rings you need for the necklace and the bracelet, the 2 lobsters, and the wire guards for the necklace and the bracelet. So that's really fun. And I believe these are check glass beads. So these are check glass pearls. So I'm going to let Megan correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not believe that these are natural pearls. I believe these are check glass. They're really, really pretty. Yes, Megan is saying check glass. Perfect. Okay, so I want to show you the different colorways here in a minute, and we will decide which one we want to make, but that's what's in each kit. You get all these pearls, and they're so pretty. I'm going to call them pearls. I know they're check glass, but we're doing pearl knotting today, and they definitely, you know, they look like pearls, so we're going to go ahead and call them pearls today. Okay, so that is what comes in a colorway kit. And there's a lot of colors to choose from. And then Megan put together this kit, which is like your toolkit for pearl knotting. So this is something separate, and it will work with any of the kits. And what this gives you is these little clamshells. So I'm also going to teach you how to use the clamshells. So this is what I was taught on. And these are very traditional. This is what these little findings look like. So if you've ever seen these on the Artbeads website and you're like, what do I do with those? I am going to show you what to do with these. They're really neat. So we're going to use those as well. So I'll just do like a demo on those. I won't make a full project with them, but I'll show you how to use them. Then you get a nice fine beading awl, which is important if you ever have a hole that's a little too tight. Then you get 2 pairs of tweezers. I prefer to use the bent ones, but this does allow for you to have the bent or the straight ones. And then she also threw in these bead stoppers. I don't really use them for pearl knotting, but it's always awesome to have more bead stoppers. And then this is the glue you want to use, GS Hypo Cement. It has a very, very fine applicator tip, which is ideal for this. You also are using silk. Now, silk is a more slippery textile, so it is important to put a little glue on your starting knots just to keep them in place. So I like that you have the GS Hypo Cement in here as well. Oh my gosh, I missed a few hellos. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello, Ruth Alice. Oh, okay. So Ruth Alice is also sharing that she was told by a jeweler years ago that the knotting is also to protect the nacre on the pearls from rubbing together. That makes total sense. So like you see here, they're not touching. So if you do have some, you know, it is going to protect the pearl itself because it's got this cushion between each one. I love that. I mean, thank you for adding that. It's just such a beautiful old traditional technique. Okay, so that's what comes in this tool supply kit. And I'm going to keep out the glue. And I'm going to keep out the curved tweezers. I'll keep out these because I want to show you how to use them. And I don't know if I'm going to need the beading awl, but I will keep this out as well. Oh, hello, Twix. Can you guys hear Twixie? She is here in the background. She was ready. She was hopped up here and ready to go. Okay. So that is the beginning of the pearl knotting. Now I want to show you the giveaways we're going to do today because we're going to do 4 of them. So one giveaway is for these 3 strands of these peach beads. I love these. I saw I've seen a couple designs worked up with them since my live, and these are so pretty in a design. Oh, Twixie, everyone's saying hello to you, girl. Where are you? Okay. Oh, I have to tell you, after those loud crashes in my other live this week, I finally found her in the boys' room, up on their bookcase. So I think she had gotten into their bookcase. So here are these beautiful peach beads. These are glass, and I love them. And this pink one is so pretty, this pink and green one. So this is going to be one giveaway. A second giveaway is going to be my beading mat. So, of course, you'll get a fresh one, but I love this beading mat. This is my treasure mat. It has these little slots over here that let you organize your findings or your beads. And then having this little lip right here, this little edge, keeps your beads from rolling off onto your table. So I love my beading mat. So we're going to give away a treasure mat in this size, my nice big size. So that's another giveaway. Another giveaway is going to be this really pretty, oh, here's Twixie. Hello, girl. Yep. Hi. Okay, it's going to be this really pretty 10 strand mix. So this is gorgeous. We'll open it up when the time comes, but it felt very pearly to me, so I thought it was a good choice for today. And then the last giveaway, because I said we're going to do 4, is I found 2 bead soup mixes from my personal stash that are currently out of stock. So I'm going to send you these direct from my house. Yes, she's got her little paws here. She's right by us. And she's knocking over the lamp. So I will send these because these were so pretty and they are out of stock and they can't get any more of them right now. So I will send these guys. So 4 giveaways. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start in on the pearl knotting, and then we'll look at that neat plier set, and then we'll also look at all the bead soup mixes. She is holding the mat. Look at those little paws. Yes, but she's got her head against the legs of the lamp, and she's about to knock it over, girl. Okay, yes, okay. So her little head is resting next to us. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look at these colorways, and I want to start with the pearl knotting. And then we've got lots of other fun stuff to talk about and do, but I really want to make sure we get to the pearl knotting for sure. Okay, I'm going to put these guys away because I want to do a different color. I did the sample in the white because that's just so traditional. So I wanted everyone to be able to see what that would look like. But let's go ahead and look at the colors that Megan has for us. Okay, so we just looked at this one. This is beautiful, beautiful kind of aqua color, aqua turquoise, and it has silver findings, which is really pretty. And then let's look. We're gonna look over here. I'm gonna pull out the pearl color choice, and then we can pick. So if I see a bunch of hearts, I'll put that one aside as a contender. So this has got really beautiful purple, like a light lavender, which is so pretty. Oh, Twix, what did you just do? I know, you're knocking this light over, honey. Okay. Okay, so this one's pretty. And then this one here has a nice gray thread. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of hearts. Okay. Aqua's beautiful. Yeah, if you guys want to put into the comments if you see one that you really love, the color, like look at this gorgeous green with like a nice neutral gray here. And then, oh, Debbie, good, glad you're here. To be included in the giveaway, you just have to be here present on Artbeads and be able to comment here live on Artbeads. It will be the first correct answer put into the comment section that wins the giveaway. So you just have to make sure you're on Artbeads and not on Facebook or YouTube. All right, green, nice. Okay, I'm seeing lots saying green. Maybe I'll leave that one out for right now. And then there's this beautiful blue, and all of these are also there in that shopping bag. Oh, the blue, oh, the blue. Okay, let's maybe keep the blue out too. Okay, I love these reactions. This is so pretty. So here's like your classic, like rose pink. Look at this. Look at how pretty these guys are. Those are beautiful pearls. So nice pinky, kind of like a soft, like an antique pink. I would call this an antique pink. And then here, and then of course, all of these are the complete kit. So all of these are the complete kit that come with all the findings, the cord, the pearls, and what you'll get also is a link for the instructions, which have photos as well. So you also do get actually printed instructions that you can download, which is very helpful as well. And then there's also a QR code, and there'll also be this video. So I do want to let you know you will get some instructions too. All right, I'm seeing blue still is the one I'm seeing the most. And we can keep deciding, ooh, pink, pink. Okay, I'm gonna go right here. And then look at this one. This one's dramatic. This is purple and black. That's so cool. Oh, this could even be Halloween. If you put in some orange there somehow, that could be Halloween. But look at that purple color. So this is purple and black. And then there's this pretty, this is more of a neutral. Kathy from Pasadena loves the green. I like that. Oh yeah, Laura, I know. I'm thinking Halloween style with that purple and black. Oh my gosh. That'd be so pretty. So I'm having a hard time getting this one out. There's these beautiful green beads. This is a little bit more of a neutral palette. And then I haven't pulled this one out yet. Here is another pinky color. So this one I think has a little bit more of a lavender pink, if that is even a thing. This is a little bit more. So this is an antique pink right here. You see that soft antique pink? And then this has a little bit more purple in it. Yeah, Pasadena is so fun. Ooh, black and white. Now that's interesting. So there's black and white with silver findings. Oh, yeah, kind of like a mauve. Yes. Still the blue, even though purple is still my favorite. Okay, let's look at all of them because there's a lot. Okay, then this is a pretty blue too. I want to open these up. Antique pink. Okay, so far I think I'm seeing the most for antique pink or blue. So I'm going to put those two over here so I can kind of keep an eye on them. Okay, antique pink or blue. This is another beautiful one. Here you go. This is a beautiful color as well. I like that. I just saw the comment saying pick one that has it so you'll be able to, like a contrast of the color of the pearl and the thread so we can see the knots. That's a good valid point. That's a really interesting point. So let's keep looking and see what we got. Here's gold on gold. Oh, wait, this one. I think you just meant this one here. Okay. Yeah, so Megan put these all together, of course. So these are beautiful. So this is gold with gold, and I'm going to guess there's like a cream or gold cord in here. Oh, yes, there's like a carnelian, like a brownish, if you want gold on gold with a little bit of brown. So if you knotted all the beads in the pack, how long would it would be? Well, it makes a 20-inch necklace and a 7.5-inch bracelet. So if you put them all together, you'd be at almost a 28-inch necklace. So that would be what your length would be if you decided to skip the bracelet part and just combine everything. Great question. I know Megan is the best. And she's here. Of course, Megan's in the background. If anyone's just joining us, she is helping. This is like a really pale cream with this like taupe color. And these are all 6 millimeter, so a really good size. All right, I have one of my favorites coming up. This one. This has like a pearl that's like 2 colors. So this is really pretty too. That's a gorgeous pearl in there. And then this has got the pink to go with it. And yeah, I like how Megan put together the classic colors, like the whites and the creams, but she also put some really interesting colors together too. And then this is a very wearable one. This looks like it is this like a gray? This is a pretty gray with black. So that's really pretty. Okay, so I saw the most comments, I think, for the blue or the pink, the antique pink. Those are the ones I kept seeing. So which one do we want to do? so we can do either one. So let's look at these again. Oh, and the green. That's right. The green was a contender. I think was it this green? Did I mix up? No, it was this green, I think. So many. Megan did such a good job. I want to make sure I pulled the right green. No, it was this green. Okay. So let's see what we've got. I'm seeing a pink, pink, pink. I love it. I think I'm seeing the most for pink, guys. So here was the green one. Still antique pink, lots of pinks. All right, I think I'm seeing antique pink, and I think that will work well. I think we'll still be able to see all the knotting. They are a little similar in color, but I think it'll be easy enough to see what's happening. It should be pretty clear. Okay, I think we've decided on the pink, although these other two colors are absolutely beautiful. I want to show these pearls out of their bag real quick, because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous color right there. So that is beautiful. Okay. Okay, so that is lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a pretty, pretty antique pink. Okay, let's open everything up. I know that green is beautiful. Okay, so here's all these pink pearls. Okay, so here's your cord. Right here, says for Griffin silk. Here's all of this, and I'm going to need to find my scissor. So I'm going to make a bracelet, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this cord, and then I'm going to show you our girl real quick because she's being really cute. Here she is. She's just hanging out with us. Okay. So we're going to cut this strand and just pull out some pearls. Now we're going to take our cord. Okay, and this is what your card of cord looks like. So you see here, and it's got this little needle right here. It kind of wraps around. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, and you want that needle. That needle is super important. Okay, so we just pull this off. You can kind of straighten out your needle a little bit, and we're going to get this off the cord. All right, save your card. So if you are doing a bracelet and necklace set, you can always go back and wind your excess. Oh, today is International Cat Day. I love that. It's almost Twix's birthday. So we're celebrating her birthday next week. We're trying to think of a birthday gift. Some of the pearls are available separately. I'm not sure which ones though. Okay, so here we go, and we're just unwinding it. And this is a lot. This is 2 meters. So this is, if I remember right, a meter is about 40 inches. So you're looking at about 80 inches of this. She needs a cat highway. Oh, I love that. I was thinking one of those like cardboard scratching balls. I saw one, or they're like a rope, and it's like a ball on a stand, and it's like pretty big. I was thinking maybe she would like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is when you have this and it comes off the card, it always has kinks in it. They don't bother me. I don't really find that there's a great way to get rid of them. I do my best to just kind of smooth it out a little bit, but they don't actually hamper your technique. Cat measuring tape for Twix. She already took that and went with it somewhere. Oh, battery operated toys. That's fun. So if you see, I'm just grabbing it and pulling it to kind of stretch it out a little bit. And then I'm just going to go down here. And that's all I'm going to do to it. Okay, so like I said before, you will get instructions on how to do this. We are going to be using the wire guards. So this is very interesting. Do you need to stretch the thread? You know, I think it's not a bad idea. I've never been told that you really need to stretch it. But I think it's not a bad idea as you're smoothing it out just to tug on it a little bit. I feel like it just kind of helps it condition it a little bit, and you might as well if there is any give. It's not elastic. Oh, Twix. Okay, I knew you were going to do this, girl. You might have to go to the bedroom. What? Look what happened. Look where she is now that I started to stretch out the cord. She definitely came over. So we're just stretching it out. And you might as well, like, you can kind of stretch it and it does kind of smooth it out a little bit. Okay, so are you going to behave or not? No, you're not. Do not eat my silk thread. Twix. Okay. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to the end without your needle, and Twix is going to have to go in the bedroom because I just can see that this is going to be a challenge for sure. So say bye-bye, Twixie. You got to go into the other room because this is not going to work. I love you, girl, but you are going to be getting into this thinking I'm making the best project in the world. All right. Okay, we're back. I kind of knew that was going to be a situation, but I thought I would try, see if I could make it. All right. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Okay, so find the end without your needle. So you've got this end, right? So I'm going to tie just a simple overhand knot, and it's just going to be a little ways from the end. I believe the instructions say to have it 3 inches from the end. Just like so, just a little knot. So that's our first little knot, but we're actually going to eventually cut that one away. Okay, so now you're going to go to your other end. Okay. I know she just wanted a pearl necklace. You're right. So these needles are actually attached. So these ones are not sold separately because you can see it's actually woven into the cord itself. You can buy twisted wire needles, which are the closest thing to these, and those you can buy separately. But these ones on the Griffin Silk to start are attached. So what we're going to do is we're going to string on 3 pearls. Oh, hello, Pat. Okay, so we got 3 pearls. Pull those down to the bottom. And this is a lot of cord to start with, but you need it to be able to do your necklace and your bracelet. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you actually want these to rest like this. This is going to eventually get cut away. This is a really interesting way of doing this with these wire guards. And then what we're going to do, can you reuse the needle? So you can't reuse this needle, but what we're doing is we're going to be doing our bracelet on the tail end of your Griffin Silk. So when this is all said and done, we'll eventually cut it off. You'll have your complete bracelet, but then you're gonna have a new tail end and your front will still be the part with the needle attached to it. So you are going to be able to do the bracelet and the necklace using the Griffin Silk with the needle attached for both. So hopefully that makes sense. And then by the time you run out of Griffin Silk, you will have, won't need the needle anymore. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a thread and wire guard. So here's this little like horseshoe. And we're going to go ahead and go up one side of it with that needle. So again, this is why that needle is so important. And then we're gonna slide it on down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the starting point done because this is important that we see this from start to finish right now. And then we're going to do our first giveaway for those pretty little peach beads. But I feel like I need to spend a little time making sure we understand how to do this beginning part. And I don't really want to stop in the middle of it. Okay, so now we're going to pull this down until you've got several inches. See this? Okay, now we're going to go through our wire guard the other side. So down through it. And it is a lot of cord to begin with. You really do want to have this much though, so you can make the set. Okay, and go through it. And now you see it's on there, and your Griffin silk is being protected by the wire guard. So when we eventually add a jump ring to this, the jump ring is not going to rub against the Griffin silk, and also you're not going to have the split in the jump ring to kind of rub against or pull out from the Griffin silk. So the wire guard is on. Now what we're going to do, go find our end again. And we want to go back through the first pearl right here. So this pearl right here. So you're leaving a couple inches, and you're just going to now go back through your pearl with that very fine needle. Okay. And I recommend having a pretty clear work surface as you're doing this. Mine is very cluttered right now, but when I was doing the sample, it made it a lot easier to have a really clean work surface so that this cord didn't get snagged or caught on anything. Okay, so as you pull this down, you can see we've got this little loop right here. And we can even pull it from both directions, see here? And we're gonna pull that all the way down towards our bead. And I can actually I can just pull both of these. Oh, hello, Lori. Okay, so that is your wire guard sticking out of your pearl, and that's going to be the end that you see right here. Eventually, we're going to attach a jump ring, and it'll attach the clasp and the findings. Okay, we're going to tie a knot with these two strands. So you got this strand here, and you got this strand here. You're just going to tie a knot. Just a simple overhand knot. Again, pull that cord all the way through. And what you want is you want your knot to sit down next to the pearl. Okay. Just got that little knot right there, and you can give it a good little tug. So wouldn't it be better to knot between the wire guard and the pearl? I feel like you could. The instructions in the kits do not say to do that. I was wondering that as well. I feel like you could definitely knot right here as well. So that was a good, good observation. I feel like you could definitely add that as an extra little step. So if you are using the clamshell, you do not use the wire guard, and I will definitely show how to use the clamshell. The clamshell is in place of the wire guard. So this is what the kits have, is this wire guard. So I definitely want to show this, but then I will show how to use the clamshells as well. Okay, so now this other, remember this first knot you tied? That's your bead stopper basically. And now what you want to do is you basically want to slide up your second pearl, and you want to go ahead and go here. You want to go through it as well. I feel like a crimp bead, I would worry about crimp bead. The Griffin silk is pretty slippery, and I do worry that it would pull out of a crimp bead. Definitely if anyone's tried that and wants to share their experience, that would be great. I just am thinking in theory that Griffin silk might not hold in a crimp. Okay, and just in case anyone's wondering, we have not gotten to the traditional pearl knotting technique yet. We'll be doing that with tweezers. This is just how you start this bracelet. Okay, so now we've got a knot in between. And now what we're going to do is tie another knot. Okay, and again, just slide it down so it rests up against your pearl. You're going to go through the next pearl, and then we're going to do the giveaway, and then we'll do the traditional pearl knotting technique. All right, so now you're going to go through the next pearl. All right, so you can see what we've got. Now we've got one side of our bracelet, the findings part, attached. We have a knot between each. And now what you would do in the instructions, and I'm not going to do it because I need to work with this and I don't want to delay and have glue on my hands. So you would, at this point, you would take your GS Hypo Cement, and if you look at this, it's got a super fine applicator tip. And you would put a dot of glue onto this knot here and this knot here. And you would let that dry. I don't want to take the time to do that, so I am going to skip that step for me. But please do that step for yourself. You will appreciate it because, like I said, this is silk. This is beautiful silk. So you want to make sure that you have a little glue and a little glue at two different places. Okay, so this part is now done. And now you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut off the end with the knot. This is no longer, this is your working thread over here. This is not your working thread. Okay. Oh, I love it. Pat's saying she's actually ironed the Griffin silk on low. Oh, nice. Okay, that's great. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've just got my scissors. I'm just going to cut this thread up near the bead, making sure I don't cut my working thread. And here we go. So now we just have one thread coming out and we're ready to do our traditional pearl knotting technique, but I want to pause and I want to do a giveaway. But hopefully that beginning portion helped. Okay, let's do these wonderful peach beads. I love it. So these are check glass peach beads and they're so cute. And there's that orange. We've been loving orange all summer. Here we go. And we are going to give these all away to one lucky winner. And Monica, I'll get to your question in just a minute. So we're going to do a random number. First person who puts the correct answer into the comments here on Artbeads wins between 1 and 100. Start your guessing. So random number between 1 and 100. And then this will be for all 3 strands. And then Monica's question was, why not start with the traditional pearl knotting technique? And I think there's 2 reasons. One is this particular kit comes with these wire guards. And so that's how you would attach the wire guard. And because of the technique to get the wire guards on, you do more of just a hand knotting here and here. I will show, after we finish a bracelet, I will show how to use the clamshell, which I think is something that is something maybe people are a little more familiar with, but I will definitely show how to use the clamshell. And then from the clamshell, you start off with the traditional pearl knotting technique. Oh, we have a winner. Congrats to Michelle. So Michelle won. Please reach out to support@artbeads.com to claim your giveaway. Congratulations, Michelle. All right, that was giveaway number 1 of 4. So these are really pretty. I think they're just so fresh and summery. I love, love, love the pink and green. Okay, congratulations, Michelle. Okay, so now we're going to go on to what I think we would all just consider your traditional pearl knotting technique. Okay. So to make a 7.5 inch bracelet, you're going to want 25 pearls knotted on here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I actually need to clear I'm off to the side here clearing away a little bit of my clutter because I know my hand is going to catch on some stuff here. So I just kind of need to reorganize. I am using the bent nose tweezers. I prefer them for this technique. Okay, I've got a little more room now. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go around your fingers. You're going to pull that thread through. So it's really just a simple knot. And all this long cord off to the side. Now you're going to insert your tweezers into your knot. You see how it's still on my fingers? And you're going to grab it right where it exits your pearl. So I went through it and I grabbed it. And now I'm going to pull my fingers out. And this is what I always think looks so neat. See how that knot is hanging out on those tweezers? And then when you pull it, just kind of pull it, it slides on down to the tip. And then you can come out and you can either use tweezers or your fingers to push it down. I kind of like to use my fingers, so I pull my tweezers out and I push that knot down with my fingers. And there's your first knot. And you've got that pearl knotted. Gonna repeat. So you're gonna see this a lot because I do want to finish this bracelet. Hopefully I can put all 25 beads on. Maybe I'll put 20 on, string on another pearl. Do another knot. Okay, go in with your tweezers. Grab it right there. Let that knot slide on down. It's kind of cool looking. I think it's just, there's something just so neat about seeing that knot slide on down those tweezers, and then go in with your fingers, push your knot up against your pearl, and you've done it. So we've already put 4 on. Oh, could also compression with the next pearl. Yes, you definitely could. All right, and we're gonna do another one. And this is the whole technique for the pearl knotting of the length of your design. And it is something just very satisfying. I don't know, there's just something, it's simple, it's repetitive, it looks cool. And you just keep doing this same way. You just insert that tweezer, grab it, oh, thank you, Moni. Yes, I love the bent nose. You can do it. I saw a couple comments about doing it with an awl. You can do it with an awl. You can do it with regular tweezers. There's just something about those bent nose, though, I find much easier to just kind of get in there and get that anchor where you're kind of grabbing that cord. So you see here? And look, it's so fun. It's just so beautiful to see these little knots. Okay, just simple overhand knot. There's nothing fancy about the knot I'm making. Yes, very meditative project, especially if you're doing like a long necklace. Okay. And you do want to grab it with the tip because you'll see the tip is finer than like up here. So you don't want to be grabbing it up here. You definitely want to be with the tip. I'm just going to keep going. And then your time will speed up as your cord gets shorter. There is a bit of this, like, you know, pulling all this cord through, but you need that to be able to do your 2 projects. Yeah, it is relaxing like Kumi, definitely. Well, it's just, it's nice. It's like I'm only using one tool here. I'm just using a pair of tweezers. And even that is very nice to not be switching tools. Okay. And I'm going in with my fingers, and I am kind of scooching those knots down because you want your pearls to be pretty evenly spaced. So you see how these are lining up now? They're lining up nicely. And keep going. And I'm glad we chose the pink. The pink's really pretty. Oh, Christine, that's a good comment. So Christine is saying, I was always taught to hang my silk with the pearls on overnight to pre-stretch it. Oh, that's a nice idea. I like that. Okay, and then we're going to keep going. Just that simple knot. And then if you are using pearls that do have smaller holes, Megan did put that beading all in here where you could widen up your holes a little bit beforehand too. So, because if you are using natural pearls, obviously the hole size varies a lot, and it can be very small in cases. Okay. I love it. Francis is saying, what? Buy one, get one free on bead soups? Yes, so right now we are having a special of buy one, get one free on all the bead soups. If you joined us a little bit after the intro, I have a giant, oh my gosh, a giant box here of brand new bead soups that I haven't looked through yet. I peeked and then I shut the box so we could look together, and they are also included in the sale of buy one, get one free. So that's awesome. So we will look at those after we do our pearl knotting. So we're going to learn our technique for today, make our project, and then we're going to look at pretty beads. Megan, I started to look. I really did. And then I was like, no, we're going to do this together because they were so pretty up top, the top ones I saw. So I love that. Okay, and I am just keep going. So I just am adding my pearls. Maybe we'll do let's see how many we have here in a minute, because I do want to make sure I show the finishing technique, because it's really important to know how you would finish your design on this as well. Okay. These bent nose tweezers are priceless for me. Can you use other string besides Griffin silk? I think in theory you can. You would definitely have to test it. I'm always of the mind that if there's a will, there's a way. You would need to be able to put a needle onto it. So you might want to get a twisted wire needle. The advantage of the Griffin silk is that it has that needle attached to it. And let me show you too the other thing. So if you put on a twisted wire needle, you're going to basically be, putting up, through and in. So you have, at some point you'll have two strands, right? Going through your bead. The advantage to the Griffin silk needle is it's just anchored on the one tip end of it. So you don't have a doubling scenario, which does make it easier to go through pearls, especially if they have really small holes. But I do always think there is more than one way to do something. And if you want to figure out how, it's just a little bit of experimenting and trial and error. You might also want to do the same technique with bigger beads. So maybe you would want to use something bigger if you did bigger beads, maybe with bigger holes. So, because this is a technique that, yes, is called pearl knotting. We're doing it with these beautiful check glass pearls, but you could use this technique with your bead soup mixes. You can use it with other things as long as the holes aren't so big that your knots pull through the beads. So you just kind of have to look at that, or like we're just saying, maybe you could find a different material to do the pearl knotting with instead of Griffin silk, or a larger size of Griffin silk, and then your knots would be bigger and not pull through the beads. But think of how can you take this one technique and then adapt it for other beading projects. So I think that's kind of a fun thing to consider too. All right, here we go. This is how our bracelet is shaping up. And again, it's just that really great feel. Such an old traditional technique where we got all these little knots between them. It's super soft and flexible, which is what I really like about it. It just feels really good. So Linda's saying, I've used regular silk doubled. I like the Griffin choice. Okay, so that's really good to hear from someone who has tried something else besides the Griffin silk. I've only ever used Griffin silk for it, and I think having this needle is kind of the big part of that. And there's just something, we're talking about a very traditional technique. It's a knotted pearl design, and traditionally it was silk, I believe, that was used between the pearls. So again, it kind of lends itself to just feeling like you're doing this wonderful old ageless technique. Okay, again, another knot. Okay, here you go. Can you use nylon? Again, it's going to be the same thing of test it out. Test out how you're going to get a needle on that. Test out how big are your knots going to be. So this size 4 Griffin silk paired with these 6mm check glass beads in these kits pair well together because the knot size does not pull through the bead hole. So if you do switch a beading, one of the components, whether you either switch out the 6mm pearls or you switch out your cord, just make sure they work well together. So that's like the advantage where Megan put together these kits and she tested that everything worked well together and would work. So that would be my only little caveat is, just make sure that if you're changing anything, that they still work together. So this is size 4. So if you look right here, this is size 4 Griffin silk. You can look on the website. We do have other sizes available. If you are doing this technique right here with pearls or like these 6mm check pearls, size 4 is going to work great. If you do change your bead size, you might need to change your silk size, but that will all be based on your bead. So if you have a bead with a bigger hole, you're going to need a thicker cord. But you won't change your technique. So that's nice. You'll change maybe your materials, but you won't change your technique. Okay. And keep going. I want to get this to at least a standard bracelet size so I can show how to finish it. But it is relaxing. It is very soothing. You feel like you're accomplishing something. I've quite enjoyed doing this. I had forgotten, honestly, how much I really did like pearl knotting. And I forgot how easy it was. It's not hard. I feel like it looks intimidating, but it's not. These are great travel projects. Yes, for sure. Oh, good, Megan. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying. It's soothing. It's just, you put on one pearl at a time, you make a knot, you put on another pearl, you make a knot, and then eventually we're going to get to the end here where we need to do our finishing. And then I for sure will show the clamshell. I can't do a pearl knotting class without showing the clamshell technique as well. Keep on going. And even in my mind, I'm like, oh, if I bought a couple kits, I could like mix up the pearl colors. I could do like a pattern, or I could do color blocking. That would be fun too. Or you could supplement if you wanted to do like add a different color in there. You could buy a single strand and add it to your kit and add some different colors. So that could be interesting too. I think there's a lot of variation you could do here. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Ombre. Ombre would be beautiful. I think color blocking would be beautiful. Ombre would be beautiful. Lots and lots of different options. Linda, I think the bent nose will be easier. That's been my experience, at least. There's just something about that little curve in the neck of the bent nose that is so nice to get in there and grasp the cord. So how many pearls are in the kit? I believe the instructions say, let's see. Okay, let's see. I think Megan is going to be able to verify this. Is it close to 100, Megan? Because 25 pearls to make the 7.5 inch bracelet and a 20-inch necklace will be 72 pearls. So let's see if I'm right that I think you get close to 100 or 100 pearls. Okay. All right. Okay. Here you go. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I've got 19 on here so far. Oh, good question, Edna. Does the size of the silk increase with the number? I am going to let Megan verify that. I feel like it does, but I don't want to commit to that. Let's see. Okay, so Megan is saying the Prestige Pearl kits have 110 and the check glass ones have 120 to 150. But each kit does have extra pearls in case you drop or lose some. Okay, that's super, super helpful. And then Megan, can you verify if the size of Griffin silk, the larger the number, the thicker the cord? I feel like that's the case, but I don't want to commit to that just in case it's the opposite. But I know Megan can look that up for us. Yes, it is. Okay, so like a Griffin silk size 6 is going to be thicker than a Griffin silk size 4. Yay. Okay, so how many did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, I'm going to make the full bracelet. We have time. So I'm going to get to the point where I have 22 of these on here. So I just need 3 more. And then we're going to start our finishing technique. And I think we should finish it and then we'll do another giveaway. Actually, let's do a giveaway before we start the finishing technique. So let's just get all the pearls on the main strand and then let's do a giveaway. Okay, so I needed 3 more to get me to 22. Do you guys want to do the 10 strand mix as the next giveaway or the beading mat? Any preference? Because we could definitely do either. Okay. 10 strand. Okay. We'll do the 10 strand giveaway in about 1 minute. So if you are on YouTube or Facebook, pop on over so you can participate. You have to be able to comment here on Artbeads. So just a minute. All right. Last of the beads for this bracelet. So I will have gotten 22 beads attached to it. I still am going to add 3 more, but I'm going to add them in a little bit different manner to do the finishing technique with that wire guard. So here we go. And okay. Okay. So we have these beautiful pearls and they're so nice. They feel so good. So all of these are attached. They're all knotted. Now what we need to do is we need to do the other end. We need to get a wire guard on the other end. So what we're going to do though is we're going to pause because that's a whole other step. Let's do the pretty 10 strand mix. So, there's a pearl. Okay. So this is our next giveaway. Oh, good, Barb. We have so much fun. This is a Saturday morning special. We do them about once a month, approximately. Saturday morning specials are a little harder to plan, but we come here Monday through Friday normally. Okay, so this is our next giveaway. You get all these beautiful big pearls. Look at this mix. It's so pretty. And then there's another strand. This almost looks like the strand we're working with today. And then there's some rose petal beads. There's just a ton of beads in here, guys. You get all of these. So this is all this beautiful mix and is perfect with the color that we're working with today. Like you could not have planned this better because look at how gorgeous our pearl strand looks with this. So really, really pretty. So this is going to be the giveaway. It is going to be a random number again between 1 and 10. Start your guesses. Between 1 and 100. Sorry, 1 and 100. Start your guesses. You can guess as many times as you like until we flag a winner. 1 in 100, random number. And yes, look at these guys. Those are beautiful. Imagine those pearl knotted. That would be so pretty. All right. Put that away. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous mix. That is beautiful. Oh, Yvonne's in Lake Balboa. I love that. Oh, Tracy from Texas. Congratulations. You won this beautiful mix. So send your mailing address, please, to support@artbeads.com, and we will get this shipped out to you. Congratulations, Tracy. So beautiful mix. All right. Congratulations, congratulations. Okay, we're ready to start the finishing technique of this. So I do want to do a little reminder if anyone joined us a little bit later. Although they are not printed in here, you will be sent full instructions, and the instructions will show you all of this. So I do want to show that there are going to be instructions here. And then you can see you can make a necklace and a bracelet. There's also a QR code for more techniques and things like that. So even though you don't get them in the kit, they are downloadable. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to add our last 3 pearls. And for these, we are just going to string them on. All 3. Oh, thank you, Megan's reminding us there's a free 20-gram bead soup mix on all orders over $59. And it is a really pretty one too. Oh, and we have all those bead soups we're gonna look at here today as well, but we're gonna do our pearl knotting first. Okay, so we're now right here. So here, you now have 3 pearls right together, and that's actually a pretty good illustration of how different they look versus knotted. So the knotted has that nice space between each one, and these ones don't. You will be putting knots between them, but right now they don't have any. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add another wire guard. Okay. All right. So slip that on and slide it down. Okay. So yes, exactly. That was my thought, Karen. Yes, do the class, do the technique, and then play with pretty beads. All right, so I've got this wire guard pulled down towards the pearls, right? I'm just getting it through both ends of the wire guard. And you want to have all of this cord because this leftover cord is what you'll make your necklace with for your set. All right, so I want to pull this down so it rests up against the pearls, but what I need is a little bit of air between each pearl to allow for a knot. So this is the only part that I find like you just got to really eyeball it kind of closely. But I do want to now go through my last pearl. So this is right down here, but I'm kind of keeping them a little bit on the loose side. Okay, so I'll go through my pearl and come up. So you're coming up between the 2. Okay. I just want to make sure this isn't tangled. I'm trying to see where this is going just because this is a bit of length.
and just watch your cord as you're pulling it through, just to kind of keep any knots away. See how I actually put my finger right here, kind of between it, just because we are pulling a lot of cord through this bead. Okay. And then when it gets to a little bit more manageable. Okay, so you can kind of see now, this is what we've got. And we're going to slide it down, but I also want to cinch it up. That's too much of a gap. So I'm going to put this on my table to do this because it'll just be easier for me to see, but I'll hold it up once it's done. So I'm just, here you can see, I'm just kind of cinching this up so that the beads have just a little air. See how there's just a little gap between each bead? So you got to imagine you're going to put a knot between each. So this is about the right amount. See how you can almost visualize where the little knots are going to go. And then this wire guard is pulled down. So yes, so in theory, Debbie, you always put one bead on at a time and a knot between each one for traditional pearl knotting. Now, again, there's always more than one way to do it. I think it would be beautiful where you could do a sequence of beads and tie a knot. There's nothing saying you can't do that. For the very traditional pearl knotting, where the theory is like they don't rub together, and if anything would break, you would save all your pearls, you'd only lose one, you would do one. But I think it could be a beautiful idea to try to do clusters, try to do different beads between them. Okay, so now we need to add our last couple knots. So we've got that pulled down, and now again, it's just going to be a little overhand knot right in the gap. And this is a little bit on, not the tricky side, but you just got to kind of really pay attention to what you're doing here. So I made a little loop. You can see it's around my finger. And I'm so glad Twix is in the bedroom because this would be her dream. I've got this long cord right here. All right, so I just want to go, it's right there. I just want to go through my loop. And this is where you kind of don't, this is where having a clean work surface helps because this doesn't get caught. Okay, so then I've got this knot. It's just going to come down. You want it to rest against your pearl. And now you're going to go through the next pearl. So I have a knot now right there. Okay. And then, Victoria's saying a French wire is a good, easy solution for this too. French wire would be beautiful as well. I like that idea. French wire would be gorgeous to do instead of the wire guards. And I think your technique would be pretty much the same. You would just be using French wire instead of wire guards. All right. Okay, so I'm just going between the two pearls right here. And again, I'm kind of paying attention that this doesn't get knotted here in the final steps of what we're doing. So I am going a little slow. And I'm just going to try to pull it. Like I'm even going to put my hand here so that it doesn't knot as I pull it through. See here? So that I can kind of coax it. And I think it just got a little twisted. I think as I was doing it, it just got a little twisted. So I'm just going to be patient, take my time. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we've got it through the second bead and we're going to tie another knot. So again, I find it a little easier to do on my table. Okay, make sure that's gonna sit there. That one was easier. It was a little easier on my table. I just got a knot right there. All right, so now there are knots between all my pearls, and I wanna go through that third bead, and we are so close to being done. So now I'm gonna go through this third bead, Okay. Pull. Keep pulling. And we're done. So now what we can do is we can trim this off. So we're gonna just take our scissors. So I put them somewhere so they were out of the way. And you're just gonna trim right next to the pearl. And now this is what you're gonna use for your necklace. So if you're going to do it right away, you go ahead and use it right away. If you're not gonna do it right away, you just wind it back onto your card. I'm gonna leave it out because we're gonna look at clamshells in a minute. Okay, so what we've got here, you would then go in and you would add the glue again to those 2 knots, just like you did at the beginning. So you're not adding glue to any of these knots. It's only the ones up here that you started and stopped with. But this is what we've got for our length of our 7.5-inch bracelet. So here is that. If you wanted to add a drop bead in the middle, how is that done? If I wanted to add a drop bead in the middle, I would do it during the course of the knotting. So I'd have it planned out where I want it. I would do a knot, I would add your drop bead, I would do another knot. So I would just put it into the sequence and then it'll be knotted in there. Okay, so now what we need are 2 open jump rings and a lobster. And we're going to finish this bracelet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this beautiful new tool set. This is the Kurubi Sai. I hope I'm saying that right. Kurubi Sai. This is made in Japan. This is a little sneak peek, but I'm going to use 2 of the tools to attach it. But it comes with cutters. You can see here. And this is only available for pre-orders right now. It'll be ready in about October. It's not in the US yet. But you see that these are really pretty. It comes with a round nose, it comes with 2 chain nose and a cutter. So I'm gonna find my tools. So here is a bent nose, which is really nice. So I think we'll use that one. And then over here is a chain nose, and it's fine. It's got a nice fine tip, kind of like my Zurons, which is nice. Okay, so I'll use those 2, but in this kit, you also get a pair of cutters, which we don't need for today's project, but you see here, and they are a nice size. They're a nice size, and they have this good little spring right here. And like I said, this is a sneak peek. These are not ready yet to ship. It will be in October, but you can pre-order them if you like. If you want to get ahead of the game and get these pre-ordered, you can. So they are good for smaller hands. If you want something that's a little bit more on the petite, some tools are quite large. I know I have troubles with some of the traditional like wubbers. I tend to use the smaller sizes of them, but here you go. So a little sneak peek of those guys, but let me use the 2 pairs of chain nose to attach our findings. So here we go. So we'll use the bent nose, and we'll go ahead and we'll use the traditional straight chain nose. So I have got a jump ring, and I'm going to find the opening. Okay, so I've got the little opening, and we're going to open it like so. Attach it to our wire guard. And this is why you have that wire guard, because now the metal is not going to rub on the cord. And then we're going to close it on up. And I did not get that closed. Jump rings are still my bugaboo. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll grab another jump ring. Open it on up. Put it on the other side along with our lobster. And close it on up. And we are done. So we have just finished it. So here is our finished knotted pearl bracelet. And you can see how this would attach. You have a really pretty, it's a pretty finishing technique. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the clasp, we have the wire guards, we have the jump rings, all of these beautiful pearls knotted on there. The only thing I didn't do in this video is please remember to add your glue. You can buy the glue separately, or it does come in that pearl knotting toolkit that Megan put together. I just didn't want to be touching and working with glue during the live class here, but please remember to do that. So here you can see this was a white one. This was that pretty antique pink, and they're just so elegant. Okay, I want to show how to use the clamshell. And then we've still got all those bead soup mixes, and we still have 2 giveaways. So we still have a lot of fun ahead of us. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to put these away, and they do have little like guards for them, which is nice. Let me see if I'm doing it right. Okay. And then they come in this very nice case as well. So that will be nice to keep everything organized. Okay, I got the other card. And, okay. All right, so there is that really pretty tool set. And it's a nice case, and you see it's all nice and embossed right there. Okay, I'm gonna put that away. Let me grab a couple pearls. We'll use the same pearls here because they're open. And then what we need to do is I need to find where all those little clamshells went. I moved some things aside. Okay, here they are. Okay, see pinned comment. Julie, please mention that people on YouTube need to come over to Artbeads to have questions answered. Oh, okay. Hi, Tammy. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. Okay, so Tammy, if you're on YouTube, we can't see your comments. It's just, unfortunately, the way that this platform works is we can stream to YouTube and Facebook and Artbeads all at once. But myself and Megan and the community can only see comments here on Artbeads. So if you go over to artbeads.com, or there should be a link in the YouTube video, and you click on it, it will take you over to Artbeads, and you should be able to just go to like the main homepage of the website, and down in the bottom right corner, you'll see a little video going, and that will be me. You just click on it, and then you can have the option to comment here on Artbeads, and then we can see the comments. So I'm sorry, we're definitely not ignoring anyone. It's just we literally can't see them on our end during the actual live. So just pop on over to Artbeads. Okay. Oh, yay. I love it. Beading in Boise. I'm getting a set. They're really pretty. And don't forget, you can make a necklace and a bracelet. So you can make an actual set. Okay. So you can buy these separately, or they're in the big pearl knotting toolkit that Megan put together. And this is what a clamshell looks like. Okay, this is this little finding. You might have seen it on the website and been like, what do I do with that? I love it. I think it's a great little finding. Okay, so in this kit here, there are silver and gold. You can, like I said, you can also order these separately. There should be some in that shopping bag gallery that I put together. What we'll do is we're just going to do a gold one. It'll be a little easier to see. Okay, and I have to honestly remember if I do a double knot or a single knot. So I'm going to try I think it's going to be a double. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, right down the middle, there's a little hole. Do you see that? Right at the base of it, there's a little hole. We're going to I'm going to tie a double knot because I think it'll be better. So I'm just going to start at the end of my griffin silk without the needle and make a knot. Now I'm going to tie a knot on top of the knot. I'm just going to go and do another knot, go through it twice, pull it down, try to get it to just sit on top of my other one. Okay. So I kind of have a bulky knot, right? And what's the name of the case? So the name, I'm going to hopefully say it correctly. Kurubisai. Kurubisai is what it says on the case. And these are beautiful Japanese tools. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to go to our needle side. And we're going to go from the inside of this through that hole on the bottom, pull our thread through it, And you see that bulky knot stops before it gets pulled through the hole. So you do want to make sure you have kind of a bulky knot right there. Then at this point, what you would do is you would add a dab of the GS Hypo Cement onto your knot right in there. Again, I don't want to work with something that has wet glue on it during this live, but you would just go ahead and put the dab of glue on there. Then once you've got the dab of glue on there, you would trim your tail. So we're going to pretend we put some glue and go in, trim your tail, and then, oh, I put away those tweezers. I'm not tweezers. I put away, here, I'm going to grab the tools again because I didn't mean to put them away so fast. Okay, so I got my tools again, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to pinch this shut. So you're just going to go, see, right like so. And you're just going to carefully bring it to a close like so. And remember, you put a little bit of glue on that knot to begin with. So that's really secure in there. And now you're going to, you can start with a knot. You can do the same thing. Well, let's just pretend that that little clamshell is like a pearl. And just gonna do our same technique. Go back with my bent nose pliers. I'm just pretending that that is my first pearl. And slide it down. There we go. I'll just do this a couple times, and then we're going to do another giveaway before we look at our bead soup mixes, which will be fun. Let's go ahead and do the beading mat giveaway next. So please, anyone on YouTube or Facebook, hop on over to artbeads.com so that you can participate in the giveaway. Okay, and again, we're just doing our pearl knotting. So the pearl knotting technique has not changed, even though we used the clamshell, just the starting technique changed. Okay, I'll just put a couple on here because we've already seen me do a lot of knotting here. And then I'll just do one more maybe, so you can kind of see what it starts to look like from that clamshell. All right, so here is the technique with the clamshell. And then to attach your findings, I knew I shouldn't have put away the tools yet. So if this was our end and you want to attach your findings, you just go ahead. Open up your jump ring, and you would put it through both of the little loops. See, there is a little gap on them, but you would still just go ahead and put that onto your jump ring. Okay, so a clamshell doesn't double the thread for the first 3 beads. Nope, clamshell does not double the thread for the first 3 beads. The clamshell just is what it is. You do want to make sure you have a nice big knot. So I do recommend doing like a double, even a triple knot in there. And you do want to make sure you have glue. So you want to make sure it's glued, because if you look at this technique that we did here, so we'll do a little comparison. So here is the clamshell, right? Here is the wire guard. Now the wire guard went up through knot, and then another, not a knot here, but it had 2 knots, and you had 2 points of glue. That's super, super secure. On this one, because you only have your starting knot and you're going right into your pearl knotting, please make sure you add your glue. Do not skip that step, because you don't have a bunch of extra length of securing it. You don't have extra knots. So just make sure you definitely add some glue to that clamshell and the knot in the clamshell. So here you go. So that is how you do the clamshell. And it's really easy. And then you would just continue on like this. So Oh my goodness. Sorry, I missed a few comments. Oh, that's wonderful, Rosetta. She's going to surprise her sister with a knotted necklace of the pearls that, of the cultured pearls. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Kim saying clamshells a more vintage look. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Can you show how to do the ending clamshell? Oh, sure. Okay, so if we're going to do an ending clamshell, let's put these down. Okay, so ending clamshell, I'll put one more bead on so I just have a wee bit more length. And if I'm not mistaken, the clamshells are very inexpensive. So they are a nice little touch, and they really are very, very affordable, if I remember looking at them. They should be there in the shopping bag, sold individually as well. And they do come in different finishes also. Yeah, really inexpensive is what Megan's saying. So for the bracelet, for a 7.5 inch bracelet is 25 beads. And then that will give you 72 beads. For a 20 inch, oops, I did not capture that. For a 20 inch necklace, you would do 72 beads, but Megan shared that she actually did provide extra beads, especially on the check glass kits. So you can make an even longer bracelet or necklace. Oh, I love it. Hi, Megan's mom. That's wonderful. Okay, so here we're going to pretend that we've knotted the whole thing. Now let's add another clamshell. For this one, you're going to go from the bottom up. So before we started going down, now we're going to go up through that hole, slide it on down. And oh, I forgot to do a knot. Oops. Okay, we need to do a knot. Oh no, I didn't. It's there. Okay, good. I was like, you need to do a knot after your last bead. Again, it's just going to give that little bit of cushion. And then we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing. But you're going to reach in with your tweezers, and what you want to do is I'm going to try to show this as best I can. You want to grab it right at the point where it exits that interior part of the clamshell. So I'm really tight down in there. And I did not actually put there we go. Okay. Okay, so I am tight down in there. I've got my knot on here. Oh, Nancy, you will get the hang of it. It does start to feel really easy. Once you do a couple, like once you've done like 5, it feels easy. All right, so I'm still gripping it. I'm letting it slide down to that interior well. See right there? It's going down towards the interior well. And now I do want to do another knot on top of it. So I pushed it down. I'm going to do another one. I find it hard to do like a double rotation of the Griffin silk without it snagging on me, but I'm going to go down. You can kind of see that knot right there. I'm going to grab, oops, I need to get through sorry, this is a little hard one to show on camera because I really need to kind of fiddle with the angles. So I'm grabbing right below my other knot that I just did. And I got this knot, and I'm going to let it slide on down. So this knot is kind of encompassing the other knot to give us another, like a double knot. So now you can see it's kind of bulky in there again. See how bulky that is? So that's then what you would add your glue to and then trim your end. And I would recommend adding your glue, letting it dry, and then trimming your end. Oh, okay, I like that. Gina's saying I've added a seed bead between the knots inside the clamshell. Oh, that's a great idea. So yeah, you do have room in here. You could add a little seed bead, and then that would really give you like a stopper. Yeah, you can use your tweezers to push that knot even tighter. So you could go in here and you've got your tweezers and you can push you can kind of run them down, essentially, the length of your silk to make that knot even tighter. And then once you've added glue to it, you would do the same as before, where you would trim your tail, right? And then you're going to go in with your chain nose, and you are just going to shut them together. And there you have a start and an end using the clamshells. I love it. Stephanie is saying, awesome, that's the problem. I love bulking the knot. So I think bulking the knot or the seed bead is a really great idea. So I think that is a really, really good idea to add a little seed bead, but that's how you do the clamshells. And then we did the wire guards on the kit. And then, oh, and I'm loving it. And I'm seeing all the love for Megan. So yes, Megan's mom. Megan is so talented. We love her. So we love Megan. Okay. And then, of course, there's so many of these colors of these kits, and they will all come with the different findings. There's this gorgeous blue one that we didn't do, but is beautiful. I'm just going to pull these out so you can see them, because this was the one we were thinking of doing but didn't. The beautiful, beautiful blue pearls. So lots of choices with these kits, and they will both, all the kits will make a necklace and a bracelet, which is fun. Yeah, I love the blue too. Okay. Oh, I love that comment from Francie. Megan's mom, your daughter is an all-star. We all love her. Yes. All right. So I am going to clear this away, pull those bead soup mixes out, and then we're going to do a giveaway before we open up the box. So I'm going to put the clamshells away. These came in this big tool kit. So the pearl knotting tool essential kit came with some clamshells. So I'm going to put these back in here. It also came with the bent nose and a regular tweezer, some bead stoppers. We didn't end up using it. It came with the beading awl, and it came with the hypo cement. Bring on the soup. I love it. I had soup last night. It was delightful. I don't know why it just reminded me of that, but I had the best soup last night. Okay, I'm going to put these tools away now. We're not going to need them again, but there's that beautiful tool set. And then let me just kind of clean this up, and then you'll be able to see my beading mat, and that's what we're going to give away. So again, if you are on YouTube or Facebook, pop on over so you can participate in the giveaway. Yeah, I was really surprised with how many pearls these kits came with. There's just so many. It's lovely. Okay, so I put all of this away except for our 2 finished bracelets. And then you still do have the needle attached. We cut it from the other side. So you do still have your needle attached for your other projects. And let's put this on. So I'm just winding it back on my card. And there you go. And I'll just tuck it into my little kit for future use. Alrighty, so we're going to do a giveaway. It's for the beading mat. So you'll get a brand new one, but this is what it looks like. I'll raise it up a little bit so we can see it. It's a really nice mat. I've been really happy with it. I love it. It has these little cubbies. It's soft and flexible. If you want to work on the couch with it, I just put like a book under it or something like that. But it's got these nice cubbies. It's a good color. It's nice and light. And then this is your edge that stops your beads from falling off. So random number between 1 and 100. Start guessing. We're going to do and then first correct guess into the comments wins. Oh, good. I'm glad the pearl knotting was helpful. Good. We've been wanting to do it for a while. It is such a beautiful, beautiful classic skill and technique. I just love it. Then a little reminder there from Megan, don't forget to check out before the end of the show, especially if you're getting a colorway of one of these and you want to make sure you get it in stock. Some have more stock than others. And then also these bead soup mixes. The stock always varies in terms of how many we have. And as we're doing this, I'm gonna grab this beautiful box. Oh, congratulations, Sabrina. Okay, so Sabrina, please send an email to support@artbeads.com and with your address, and then we can get you your new beading mat. So congratulations. Okay. All right, bead soups. This was gonna be so much fun. I love this. Okay, Megan, thank you, thank you. This is so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna try to position my lights. Okay, and then here are those pearl bracelets. I want to just keep playing with them. There is something very tactile about this. I don't know what it is, but it is very soothing to just play with knotted pearls. Okay, we still do have one giveaway we're going to do here at the end. So there's still one more chance to win. We'll give away these 2 bead soup mixes, which are sold out. Oh my gosh. Kathleen is saying, my son is at your husband's booth right now. That is awesome, Kathleen. My husband's at a convention in Connecticut right now. And I'm here in the Los Angeles area. That's amazing. I love that. That made my day. Thank you. Okay, so we have this big box. So right now, bead soup mixes are buy one, get one free. So buy one, get one free, and which is amazing. So that is so great. Oh, there's a line. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so usually when we have a brand new item, it's not included in the sale. But right now, all bead soup mixes and Toho blends are buy one, get one free. So that is amazing. So let's open it up. Yay. See, I looked at the top and then I shut the box. Okay, so I'm gonna put the giveaway ones away so they don't get mixed up, but let's see what we have. Look at that blue. I love looking at this together. And thank you again to, I can't remember who shared it with me, if it was Kathy or Francie or Gina, about not needing to rip these to get them open. That has been a lifesaver for me. This is called Blue Baubles. Really pretty. And I love how Megan puts different size beads in these. So this is one of the 50-gram mixes. So the grams will vary on these. So basically there's small, medium, and large. So there's 20, 50, and 100. So pretty. All right. And then let's look at this. Purple and bronze. Cannot go wrong. You know what? I wonder if we could see these better on this other mat. Okay, ignore the Twix hair because she's my kitty cat. Can we see this better here versus in my hand? I don't know if we can or not, but maybe. Is that better to see these? Because I could put these on here if it's easier versus my hand. But so pretty, all that bronze, and I don't know what this bead is, but I love it. Yes, it's better. Okay, yes, okay, good. We'll do that then. All right, this is beautiful. I love that. Do I have a head pin anywhere? I don't. Okay, but I have tools. I have tools. I want to show you the size of what this bead. That's not going to work. Okay, where's my beading awl? We're going to make do with what we have on the table here. Okay, here's my beading awl. Because I don't want to stab myself. Okay. This is a very fine awl. This is nice. Okay, but it's going to let me look at the shape of this. Can you see that? It's got this cool shape, and it's also got like a speckled purple with a bronze overlay. So that's really pretty. All right, so this is called Royal Treasury. That's a pretty one. So I'll show this one again. This is Royal Treasury. Okay, scoop these back up and have them go on my floor. Okay, we'll see if this works. This might take a while to just be able to scoop these all up. So maybe we'll go back to the hand. Maybe if there's one that's dark, I'll put it on here, and the light ones I could show in my hand. Okay. I could see doing some wire wrapping with these smaller beads that are in this one. That would be really pretty. Okay. So Royal Treasury. Maybe use a bowl. That's a good idea. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. We'll find a solution. Okay, I have my pretty little glass bowl. This might work better. Now it is purple, so it has like a little purple tinge to it. But let's put this one. This could be definite like Halloween. White cotton gloves, white suit bowl. Oh, that's an idea. I need something that I could like, oh, this will work. I think this works. This is a little purple. It's sunglass, but I think we can see the shapes better than in my hand. Yes, we sometimes do random numbers and we sometimes do trivia questions for the giveaways. We have completed the first 3 giveaways. The winners have been announced, but we have one more giveaway. So yeah, cool squares. These are really an interesting shape as well. It's like a bone shape. That's a neat one too. Okay, let's see if I can get this back in here. That's gonna be the challenge. Yeah, better than the mat. Okay, and I'm gonna put better than the mat until I spill it off to the side. Ooh, what's this one called? Oh, this one doesn't have a name. I know Megan will be able to tell us. This is really pretty. Yeah, that last one is definitely Halloween, especially with like those bone-shaped beads. So this has got these pretty little like flowery beads right here. You can see there's like a little flower detail. Those are nice. This is like a barrel. Lots of pretty little beads in here too. That one's a pretty one. These speckled rounds are nice as well. Yeah, this will work. This will work. All right, so there's that one. This has got some kind of mid-century modern colors to it. Sunlit Bazaar. I just bought a pillow with these colors actually. So this has got these cute little daisies. So this has got some really cute little daisies. And then it's got a shot of like a hot pink and some dark teal turquoise with the amber color as well. Ooh, we got some really pretty ones being unearthed here. Okay. There's that one. This one is gray tones with white. So this would be good for like fall. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Okay. So we can see what these beads look like. There's like some nice flat ones, like a dime bead. There's these ones that always remind me like a sweater. There's some whites, some grays, really pretty. Okay. And then see some bigger mixes coming up. Is the dish better than my hand? Is it a little easier to see in the dish or is it easier to see? Oh, look, this actually is quite reflective on the other side. I just saw that. Is it easier to see in my hand or is it easier to see in the dish? I think so. Okay, dish is helping. Okay. I'll have to go out and buy like a clear dish or a white one, and that'll just be a tragedy that I have to go shopping for kitchenware because I absolutely love it. Any excuse I can get. Dish is better. Oh, hand, dish or mat. Okay. So this has a little bit of amber. That one's pretty. Some big beads in this guy too. Megan saying, I love this. Yeah, this one is great. Let me see if I have a white dish. Do I have a white dish? All right, well, let's see what this looks like. We're going to keep playing. We'll give it a try on this one. This is one of my other dinner sets. Let's just do a comparison. Oh, that might be better. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. So this is pretty with those blacks. And then we've got the kind of like a hematite color on this one. Oh, white paper plate, and then you can fold it and put it in. That's a good idea. Okay, better. Okay, good. We'll figure it out. And then I'll go on the hunt for like a pretty vintage antique white dish. That'll be a fun hunt. Okay, so, ooh, this is gonna be a lot on this plate, but I think I'll be okay. Oh my gosh, that sound is great. Okay, here is another mix. Milk glass, yes. Okay, so this has got these cool beads. These look very like deco, Art Nouveau to me, really pretty. Okay, then we can do this. Really pretty. Okay, and then, how do we get back in the bag? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if that one's gonna work because I don't know how to get the bigger mixes. Maybe we'll just do my hand. And I promise by the next time we have all these pretty bead soups, I will find a way of displaying them easily and getting them back in their bags. Okay, because I think the big plate is great for showing, but there's no way to get them back. Okay. So this one has this crystally beads. So pretty. Yeah, the dish was better. Let's do the dish. I think the dish is going to work better. I think the plate just is too hard to dump back in. All right. Oh, these beads, so pretty. So who else finds beads all over their house? I find them in the bathroom. I find them in the kitchen. They are everywhere. Oh, this is pretty. So this is Retro Finds. Megan's saying me. Gravy boat tray, oval shaped with a funnel. Tracy saying me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll get out of the shower and I'll step on a bead and I'll be like, how is there a bead in the shower area? Okay. This is pretty. I love these. I'm such a retro vintage person that this is just beautiful. These little blue ones are great in here. Just that pop of blue. So this is where Megan's talent comes in because I would have probably stopped before adding blue, but the blue is my favorite part of it. So Mixmaster Megan did it again. I love that. I found an earring in my sock, says Gina. Yes, all over the house. The vacuum, yes, vacuums. I hear that sound, that ding, and it's like, oh, yep, there went a bead. All right, and then this, it has been a little easier to get back in. Much easier. Okay, we have our system. Okay, yes, beads and Legos are what we step on all over our house. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, this is lovely. This is Periwinkle Skies. It's 100-gram mix, but look at that soft blue. I do not dig them out of the vacuum. I don't. I just, yeah, I should. Do you guys dig them out of the vacuum? I probably should. I'll go and I'll dig out like a precious Lego piece if there's like a hard to find Lego piece I see in there. Oh, a dustbuster, that's nice. Yes, I love the periwinkle paired with the white. It's so pretty. And then this is a beautiful purple. This is like an alexandrite. That's beautiful. Okay. And a reminder, all of these bead soup mixes are buy one, get one free. So that's amazing. So right now, all of the bead soup mixes are buy one, get one free. Thank you, Megan, for putting these all together. We're gonna keep looking at them. And then I don't honestly know the quantities. So if there's one you love, make sure you get that checked out. I know with the last Saturday show we did, with the table cuts and all of those, we did sell out pretty quickly on a couple of them. Okay, I love this. This is like browns. Look at those pansies, so pretty, and leaves. So we have pansies and leaves. I love it. What do you do with the big tubular beads? I would make a pair of earrings. I would do earrings, a necklace. That would be really cool. You could stack it. You can do like this, followed by this, have this going directional because this is a neat little leaf. So it brings the eye down and then you could end in like a little pansy. I would easily make that into a pretty little drop earring. So That would be really fun. And these look, they're not, but they look like spun glass. Like the pattern of them, the texture reminds me of like Venetian glass. Really pretty. And these are all check beads. And this is Curio Cabinet. Perfect name. Perfect name. Okay, I have to dig under because there's something peeking at me that I think I'm gonna love. So I have to dig under and not grab the one on top, but this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, this is my favorite so far. I just have to say. Okay, this is my favorite. I love it. Peppermints. These remind me of old peppermints. And this one was called Goblin Garden. Okay, of course I love it. It's called Goblin Garden. So it's got green seashells. It's got these stripy things. It's got a bunch of other like neat shaped little like whatever these are. These are cool. These are like little mushroom tops in white. It's got some square. And again, it has a ton of little tiny beads, which are nice too. Really pretty. Okay, I like that one. That's my favorite. That will be a future class if we have stock of this. That we will see again coming up soon. Okay. Great for fairy gardens. Yes. This is the fairy garden mix. Oh, okay. I have to pause for just a second. I have to show you guys. On Tuesday, we are going to be using bead soups to make sun catchers. I'm going to show you this real quick and then we're going to resume and you're going to see why I'm taking a break. I made a memory wire sun catcher and we're going to be doing this on Tuesday using bead soup mixes. And then Megan just sent me a picture of one she made with dangles coming off of the interior. So we're going to do that. We're going to add some dangles, but it's so fun and it used bead soup mixes. So you can be thinking of these bead soup mixes for jewelry, but you can also be thinking of them for a sun catcher for the garden. So that's going to be fun. Now here's like this really big dangle. I have also, where is it? This dangle I think we're going to use on Tuesday. And then we'll go back to the bead soups. But as I'm looking at these, I'm going to pick some of them to use. But there's this giant, gorgeous dangle piece too. So you can hang things at the base. And then like I said, Megan made one where she hung things from the interior too. I put the leaves and the drops, but you can definitely do other stuff. So we're going to do this on Tuesday using bead soup mixes and memory wire. So that will be fun. I've been seeing a lot of things like that hanging in the garden. So it'll be 12 p.m. Pacific time. So noon Pacific time for the sun catcher bead soup class. So that will be fun. Okay, purple. So this would be great for that. This has a lot of nice transparent beads. So like this, I can see maybe we'll end up using this mix for the sun catcher show because this has a lot of really shiny beads that can catch the light, which would be really fun. This has got cute little flowers. It's got some nice just fire polish in here. Beaded plants would be fun too. I think Becky might have done a beaded plant show. I'm not sure, but I feel like she did. But yeah, all these like I've done snowflake form sun catchers, which were super fun. And now having this fun spiral hanging from the tree is really neat too. All right. Here you see that. Really pretty. Okay, that's gorgeous. So this is Midnight Disco. Super pretty. All right, here we go. Yeah, I love it when we can find like projects for the house and garden that use the beads too. It's just such a pretty way of incorporating beads into our life and making beautiful things. Okay, here we have that one. Ooh, I like this too. This is nice. So this one here is Misty Meadows. It's a nice name. Okay, Misty Meadows. I love these colors. So we have like a sagey green, we got a little bit of brown, we've got a pretty blue, like a soft Wedgwood blue in there, or like even softer than a Wedgwood. It's just a really pretty soft blue. Some neat shapes in here. Here are some leaves. Those are nice. And then pansies again. I love the pansies. And Megan's saying, this is one of my faves. I love this one too. Really pretty. So I like that we've got leaves, we've got flowers, we have rounds, lots and lots of different shapes. This one would make a great sun catcher. This one might need to stay out for the sun catcher too. What we'll do is I'll check right before we begin on Tuesday to make sure we have the one that we're going to use has items in stock. And then we'll pick a couple bead soup mixes to make our sun catcher. But yeah, this one would be great because we could do little dangles with all of these little beads. We could create a bunch of dangles. That would be really fun. I like this one too. So I'm kind of going to just, in my mind, start to keep like these 3 out for our sun catcher. There's a blue, a purple, and a green. Maybe we'll use one of those. Okay. Ooh, pretty, like nice opaques. This one. Ooh, very retro. Here is all the colors we talked about in tiles, like for bathrooms and kitchens in the 1950s and 60s and 40s too, I would say, with this green. Really pretty, pretty, pretty. Very different beads as well. Like look at this shape right here. That's a cool shape. We've got this barrel that's textured. We have like a little pinch square. Really pretty. Retro restroom. Yeah, that would work. Retro restroom. It would be so funny because if someone wasn't, privy to our conversations here during those lives and they saw the name Retro Restroom on the Artbeads website for this mix, they would be very, very confused. Okay, next. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Emerald Pixie Gems. So pretty. Oh, really pretty. So it's got the little flowers. It's got these cool bigger beads. Lots of different kind of icy, frosty colors here. Really pretty. And we still have, it looks like 5 more. And then we'll do our last giveaway. I always like these Saturday shows. Thank you for hanging with me. It's nice that we're not kind of confined to too much of a time limit, so we can take our time to do the longer projects like the pearl knotting, and we get to see these sneak peeks and these fun things. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. This is Lavender Moon Dust. Lavender Moon Dust. Very pretty. Look at these guys. Oh, yikes. Well, you could definitely hear their glass. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, Chris, good. I'm loving it. Oh, Rosetta, love the show today too. Yay. Let's stay all day. I know, Tracy, we should do a marathon sometime. I'll have to have a sandwich nearby. We can have lunch together. Okay, so pretty. I like this one a lot. Okay, so pretty. Okay, and it looks like we've got 4 more. Okay. Yeah, those are really pretty. Oh, we'd have a bead party. Yes, a party would be fun. All right, well, Halloween. We'll try to think of something. PJ Day Marathon, yes. Here we go. Oh, Halloween, so neat. So we got the little skulls. We've got a little purple, black, green, some topaz. Really pretty. Monster Mash, love it. What is this? Oh, that's just a cool big bead. Nice. Okay, so lots of neat little beads in here. Of course, those skulls take the cake. They're kind of like the ones that draw your eye the most. Really pretty. Oh, it's a mummy. Okay, That's awesome. Megan's saying it's a mummy in here. This is so neat. It is. Okay, perfect Halloween mix. Monster Mash. There was some deep green in there too that I just saw as I started to put it away. There's some really pretty deep green. Okay, I'm going to put these. I've lost a few beads from the other mixes, so I'm going to kind of just put them off to the side. Here is a really nice deep like gray. This is cool. Mercury. That's a good name. Okay. Mercury. Ooh, pretty and shiny. Totally Mercury. Very, very good name, Megan. I love that. So this, to me, I look at this and I'm like, how beautiful would that be with like purple? Like a shot of deep purple. I'm going to snag from this pearl kit, a strand of pearls. Imagine if you put purple with that. How gorgeous would that be? I love it. Yep, with purple. That's exactly where my mind went. That would just be so beautiful with like a deep purple. Okay, so that's pretty pretty. Add the orange. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Because now we're thinking Halloween. So you could do purple. And then orange. Was there an orange? Oh, yeah. Look at that. The Mercury with deep purple with this black and orange mix would be so perfect for Halloween. So pretty. Okay, let me put these back. I don't know. I think all the stores are getting Halloween in, so now my mind has shifted over to, time to start thinking about Halloween. Look, there's even these drops in that Mercury one. Those are pretty too. Ooh, burgundy. Yes, burgundy would be beautiful too. I feel like this is a really great base. Like you could pair it with white. Bring in your white. You could pair it with purple, burgundy, even pink. Pink would be beautiful too. Okay, 2 more mixes. So this is a Woodland Treasures. Ooh, pretty, pretty. So some nice big focal beads in this one, a beautiful green, and then some accent beads as well. Oh, and then red with the Mercury. Megan, I think you've spawned the most like creative juices with this Mercury blend. This would look so beautiful with so many different colors. White and gray, burgundy and gray. Yes. All right. Really pretty. And then I got 1 more. And then okay, I have to show another color combo, guys, with the Mercury. I'm sorry, I have to go back to the Mercury for a minute because you have to see this. Look at the Mercury with the antique pink that we just did. Look at how pretty that looks with the antique pink in there. That's beautiful. All right, I love that Mercury. That Mercury is kind of an unexpected, really like inspiring mix. I love it. Aqua and gray, yes, yes. I mean, you can do all these colors with this. It's a deep, rich gray, which is nice. I feel like I don't come across that very much. Ooh, what about the 2-tone pearls with the Mercury? Yeah, let's see that. Oh no, we're saying, someone just said, let's see. Ellen saying, I don't see the Mercury bead soup. Oh no, Megan, can you make sure the Mercury bead soup is in there? Where are those 2-tone pearls? All right. So here were those 2-tone pearls from that pearl kit. And you can see what that would look like with the Mercury. So pretty. I know, I feel like I just want to steal pearls out of these pearl kits. I'm going to, because that's what I want to do. Oh, how about, I don't want to mix these up. How about pale lavender? So how about, ooh, okay, I don't want to mix these, but what if you had I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put a couple in there. Oh, shoot. No, they're just going to get lost. Yep, they're going to get lost. Okay, I need to be able to I'd be able to have this as a complete kit. But look at the pale, pale purple with the mercury. So pretty. All right, there is a lost purple pearl in there. Huh. Where is it? Where did you go? Or maybe I grabbed it. Nope, there it is. There's my missing pearl. Okay. Yeah, I feel like all day long we could just match beautiful colors to that mercury. Okay. So there is the mercury mix. And actually, you know what? We're down. I'll put the mercury mix away later. But why don't we just put it on this other mat so we can really look at it? Because there's a lot of shapes in this mix. So we can really see the shapes. There's so many shapes. So these are this big one right here, and there's even more. And there's beautiful drops, which do look like drops of mercury. So that is a great name, not just the color name. A couple green beads scooched on there. Okay, so pretty. Yeah, this was a little hideaway bead. Okay, I'll put this away later, but I did want to show this in its entirety so we can kind of spread it out. Really pretty mix. I love it. Daisy's saying mercury is going to sell out immediately. I have a feeling it is. I would say if you like mercury, I would definitely grab it and try to check out with it, especially buy one, get one free. Since these are all buy one, get one free, I do feel mercury is probably not going to last very long. It is so pretty, so pretty. Here it's with white. Here it's with the antique pink that we just did. It's going to look gorgeous with everything. Oh, Midnight Disco again, of course. Which one was that? Midnight Disco. Let me find that one too. All right, I'm going to put mercury away later. Let's look at our last one, and then I'll find Midnight Disco. So here is Whisper. Ooh, that's a pretty name. And then was this Midnight Disco? Let's make this all. Midnight Disco. All right, I'll find Midnight Disco. Okay. Here is Whisper. So it is buy one, get one free, and I'm looking at Megan's comments through Monday, but I do believe, and Megan can correct me if I'm wrong, if you have it in your cart, you need to check out to secure it, so you can't put it in your cart, leave for 2 days, and then come back because it might sell out. It doesn't like reserve it once it's in your cart. I think it only reserves it once you check out. Is that correct, Megan? I hope I'm saying that correctly. So if there is one you want, I would grab it quickly, especially if it's like that mercury. So I am correct. Okay. So yes, you can definitely, your cart will save, but it doesn't like reserve the item for you. If someone else buys it in the meantime and it sells out, then it just sells out from your cart as well. So, okay. Really pretty. I love the leaves. I love these. These are very different. So different. Really, really pretty. Okay. And I'll put these back. And then do you put one in the cart or two? Great question, Trina. I'm going to let Megan answer that. Two for the BOGO, for the buy one, get one free. Okay. This one's called Whisper. Really pretty. Purple Whisper. Okay, disco. Where did the disco go? Baubles. Fairies. All right, where did the Midnight Disco? Okay, here we are. All right, and Gina, I see your question too. I'm going to definitely let Megan answer that one, just so that I don't say the wrong thing. And could I show the first blue one again, please? Yes, I have to find where the first blue one was. This is Midnight Disco, and I'll put this away after so we don't have to worry that's on a plate. Here is Midnight Disco. That one's really pretty. You can see it catches the light too. Disco is a really good name for it. Really pretty. I love all the little flowers. And then the first blue one. Okay, which was the first blue one? I'm going to pull up the blues, Linda, and you let me know which was the first blue. Was it one of these? Was it this one, the periwinkle? Or was it this one, blue baubles? I think these are the bluest ones I have. So I have blue baubles and periwinkle. Not sure which was the first one. They're both really pretty. They actually go really well together. Blue baubles. Okay, let's look at blue baubles again. So here is blue baubles. You have these pretty little spackled beads. You got them in a round, and you have this nice kind of flat oval. Oh, it's actually got an interesting little shape to it. And then you've got these, which are really pretty, kind of like opalescent, really pretty. And then you've got this little shape in here too, and goblin. Sure, I'll show goblin. I think I see goblin. Okay, and then this little shape. So this was blue baubles. And goblin. Where did goblin go? Woodland Treasures. Goblin Garden. All right. I love this one. Okay. I don't have another plate, but I can grab one. All right. Let's look at Goblin Garden. Yay. Candy Chaos. I'm going to guess that's what this one's called. Is this one Candy Chaos? I can show it again for sure. Okay. Here is Goblin Garden. So pretty. Oh, the orange is Candy Chaos. Oh, here. I will show this one. But let me show Goblin Garden a little bit more. And it goes with my dish. It looks just perfect with the leaves. I love it. And we still have another giveaway, guys. When we're done looking at these, we'll do that last final giveaway. And then here is Goblin Garden. Not Goblin. This is a candy one. So pretty. So it has like a bone shape. It's got some squares, some black. It's got these big white ones. It is fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. And thank you, Megan. Again, this would not be happening without Megan. She put together the kits. She put together these bead mixes. She sent everything. She labeled everything. Like amazing, amazing. Curio cabinet. Yes. Where did that one go? This is so pretty. Let me get another dish. Okay. Okay, so this is curio cabinet. I like this one a lot. So this is curio. So this has leaves. It has pansies. I think the pansies are my favorite in here. It has a little gold touch to it. Really pretty. So you can see what that looks like. And it's got these nice kind of big cylinders, which are cool. I like that. And then Goblin Garden does have green seashells. If you see right here, these are seashells. So it is a green seashell. Really cool. And then, of course, these big, what remind me of like old peppermints are neat. And then I'm calling these mushroom tops. I don't know what they're called, but I think they look like mushroom tops. Really pretty. Kathy's asking, is the Gilded Noir blend not part of the buy one, get one free? I'm going to let Megan answer that for sure. I know it's the Toho blends and the bead soup mixes are all buy one, get one free. But I'll let her answer if that is a bead soup. And then Christine is saying, I don't see the white and black pearl kit. Okay, so Megan will definitely see if she can add that if it's not there. I know the mushroom top is too cute, right? It is. It's a little mushroom top. So we were talking about this would be a good fairy garden one too. And it's got lots and lots of little ones, little beads too. Okay. All right. Does anyone want to see again any other one before we go on to our last giveaway? Desert Rose. Desert Rose. Where was Desert Rose? I don't think I saw. Is this Desert Rose? This doesn't have a name on it, but it looks like it could be Desert Rose. Is this Desert Rose? Let me see. Royal Treasury. Yes, this is Desert Rose. Okay. That could be a game. I could try to guess, connect the names to the packages without seeing them, because this definitely looks like Desert Rose. All right, here is Desert Rose. So it has those really, really pretty, focal, I don't know what I would call these, but they're like an oval with that pretty little floral speckling. These cylinders, really pretty. I know I need a whole set of white bowls. Oh, and then the white and black pearl kit was just added. So thank you, Megan. Okay. Witch's Blend available. Witch's Blend. Let me try to find which is the Witch's Blend. Okay. Pretty, pretty. Yes, a case of white bowls. Maybe just, I like vintage. I was going to say, I could just go to Costco and get some white bowls, but I do like vintage. Okay, Witch's Blend. Was that? No, that's the Monster Mash. Witch's Blend. That was candy. Oh, where's Witch's? Mosaic Winter. Oh, Ghost Forest. I didn't even see the name on that one. Witch's Blend. Megan, do I have Witch's Blend here? I'm not seeing Witch's Blend. Let me see. Similar to the one I have. Okay. I wanted to see if they were eyeballs for sure. I love it. Okay. What is on the plate right now is Desert Rose? This is Desert Rose. I don't think we have Witch's Blend here. Maybe it didn't make it into the box, perhaps. So, okay, is Desert Rose more purple or pink? I would say it is right between purple and pink, and I know that's a tough answer. It's like a purpley mauve. I guess if I had to choose between purple and pink, I might choose purple. But it's definitely like a soft one. It definitely has undertones of pink and purple. How big are the rounds? The rounds to me look to be a 10 millimeter. I don't have a measuring tool right here, but they do look to be a 10, because I'm going to guess that this is a 6, which is easier to identify. And then this is a 10 probably. It's too large to be an 8. And then the one with the pansy bead is Curio Cabinet. So that one is right here. The pansy bead is Curio Cabinet. And I did see one more with a pansy bead. This one too. This one is Misty Meadows, and it has a pansy bead as well. So that's really pretty. And then this is Curio Cabinet. Just those browns and the creams, I love. Just really pretty together. Yes, the big beads on the other one do look like stone. They definitely have like a speckled stone finish. I love it. All right, I am gonna do the last giveaway here, and then clean up all these beads before the Dear Twix is released into the wild of our living room. Otherwise, these are going to end up everywhere. But just so many pretty mixes, and they are all buy one, get one free. Yay. I love it. Okay. And then we will do on Tuesday the sun catcher memory wire. So it will be, and when this hangs in your tree, it looks like that. So I will look and see what is still in stock and pick a couple of these, because it's using bead soup mixes to do this. So that will be super fun. Okay, giveaway time. So these are 2 sold out bead soup mixes that I had in my personal collection. So I will be mailing these exact beads to you because they are sold out on the website. So we are going to do a random number between 1 and 100. You can start your guesses right now. Oh, thank you, Debbie and Christina. It's so much fun. We always love our Saturday morning cartoons. It's such a good way to start the day. But these are the 2 mixes, so this is perfect for summer and seashells. Could definitely do a memory wire sun catcher with that, and then the purple as well. All right, keep on guessing until we say, until Megan flags that there's a winner. Oh, we have a winner. Okay, but I'm gonna let her pin it. Congrats, Kay from Washington. Please email support@artbeads.com with your address so that we can send these to you. So I'll be sending these ones off to you. I'll put them aside somewhere special. So congratulations, Kay from Washington. So much fun. Oh my goodness. So congratulations to all our giveaway winners. Thank you for joining me as we did pearl knotting with those beautiful kits that Megan put together. It was fun to do a whole bracelet. So those were really fun. With the kits, you do get enough pearls to make a necklace and a bracelet. So that's fun. And then all of these bead soup mixes. Look at my table. It's so fun. This is a happy bead table right now. So thank you, Megan, for putting those all together. They are right now buy one, get one free, which is awesome. Like I said, I'll pick a couple from today's show to work with on Tuesday, and I'll try to pick ones that are still in stock. So that'll be great. I'm gonna flip my camera up so we can say goodbye. Let's see. All right, I had to pull my hair back. I was getting too hot. So thank you everyone for joining me today, having fun with pearl knotting and bead soup mixes. Have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you're off and doing something fun or making jewelry or being creative. Whatever you are up to today, have a very good time. I will see everybody on Tuesday. And then just don't forget, if you have any of those kits or bead soup mixes in your shopping cart, to remember to check out. I am super excited about that Mercury one. If that one is still in stock, a week from now, I'm going to do a project with it and we'll do a live with it. I will be checking the stock for that one because I think it would be so fun to put like that deep purple or that pink with it. It's a really great base. It's a very interesting, different jewelry technique to have that wonderful like deep mercury color and then a pop of color. So we'll plan that if it's still in stock. All right, thank you, Megan, for all your hard work. So beautiful. Thank you. I'll see everybody next week. Take care. Have a great weekend. Oh, show your earrings. These, I wear them practically every live show. I can't help it. These are my go-to summer earrings. We made them in a class, months ago now. And I wear them all the time. And they're just simple. They're a charm and a charm hung on an earring hook. So sometimes favorite projects don't have to be complicated ones. More times than not, the earrings I tend to wear are just really like simple and charming. You know, they're charming. There's something with like a little dragon on it or a rocket or a little honeybee. I love them. Oh, Daisy made them too. Wonderful. Yeah, I know. I've seen a couple of them up on the Serious Art Beaters feed. So they go with everything. They're easy. So they're my go-to summer earrings. Oh, thank you. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me on this Saturday morning. Always so much fun. Have a great rest of your